Hello, educators. As we incorporate cultural and social diversity in the classroom in our curriculum, I wanted to let you know about some materials and resources that will help assist with that. Each of these resources contains traditional print, digital materials, and online resources. The importance of cultural and socially diverse resources in our curriculum must be evident through the material that we are presenting to our students. Understand that people of different cultures, races, socioeconomic statuses, and gender groups are important for us to address and to show acceptance in the classroom. We have to modify our curriculum and materials we present to make sure that they represent the diverse student population that we now see in our classrooms. Making connections to students' cultural and ethnic backgrounds is significant in academics and will help relate materials we are teaching to students. All students have different backgrounds and points of view, and we need to provide our children a multicultural education. Here are some important diverse and cultural resources below. The first one is Black Lives Matter at School. The website is www.blacklivesmatteratschool.com. This curriculum is intended for grades K through 12. The resource can be utilized for reading and writing instruction to meet the needs of students by exposing them to different types of literature that surround the African American community and culture. This site is full of resources that you can use in the classroom for literacy. One section has a whole grouping and of books regarding Black Lives Matter. Um, the resource has a section in its website for books that relate to African Americans, present and historical figures. One book that I found was Before She Was Harriet, a story over Harriet Tubman. This resource is an excellent resource for materials over the African American heritage and culture, as well as amazing people from their culture. This resource promotes cultural diversity and the interests of students. This will help students feel accepted and valued in the classroom by exposing them to great people from their culture. The second resource that I believe in is Talking About Race by the National Museum of African American History and Culture. This website and provides you a toolkit that is in-depth resources for educators and allows you to reflect on race, power, and privilege and all of the interests of having constructive, equity-oriented conversation. The material is available for grades K through 12 that promotes culture and interests of diverse students by promoting conversations about different races and different cultures that exist in America. There is a lot of information in this, including important articles, teaching curriculum, and topics that are not usually covered, such as power and privilege, and also materials and curriculum for teaching diversity and social justice. This resource will help students feel accepted and valued in their classroom because having discussions about race, ethnicity, multiculturalism, and teaching that we need to accept all students and all people are important values, and we need to model those and teach them about acceptance. So this is a great resource for teaching about acceptance for all. The next website that I promote and I think is great is Teaching Tolerance Social Justice Standards, a professional development facilitator guide for teaching tolerance. This resource is great. It's intended for students K through 12. It is a great literacy resource because it has a lot of materials that require reading, reading comprehension, and sequencing. I think this would be a great resource for children because it does teach children social justice standards and the importance of treating everyone with respect and compassion, regardless of cultural race. It has a ton of resources in there, curriculum, materials, printables, everything for the classroom that you need. The next resource is Prodigy, Promoting Diversity in the Classroom. Prodigy is suited for grades K through 12 and can be used for promoting culturally and diverse appropriate reading and writing materials. It is a plethora of materials and resources for education. This gives specific examples over cultural and diversity and resources about incorporating the material into your reading and writing assignments. The next resource is advocate.org. This resource is for grades K through 12 and it provides educators ways to promote multicultural learning in the classroom through lessons, resources, and also teaches educators how to have a culturally responsive classroom. This site is great for articles, lessons, classroom materials, and also includes information over special education and gifted and talented students. This is a great resource to promote the culture and interests of diverse groups by making sure that educators are aware of the multicultural diversity of the population of the students we service today. Growing Up Bilingual is a great resource as well. This has a lot of information for English as second language learners. It can be utilized within grades K through 12, and it has reading and writing instruction materials and literacy information that is available in Spanish and English. This is a great resource for our English second language learners and our Hispanic population as well. The final site is Reading Rockets. This is a great resource. The particular link is Teaching Writing to Diverse Student Populations. We must understand that the diversity of the school age population has increased, and we must meet the needs of our students to reflect cultural and diversity within the classroom. This resource promotes culture and interest groups of diverse students by helping give you information over writing techniques that you can use with students, as well as having a multicultural classroom. Thank you.